This is Jerry, ForexTradingMagic.com, and this is section 2 on our series on supply and demand. And in section 1, we talked about establishing our demand line and our supply line. Okay. Now, in this section, section 2, we're going to talk about exactly what is supply and demand. What is supply and demand? Okay. Well, demand represents those people willing to buy a particular commodity. Okay. And the supply line represents those people looking to sell a particular commodity. And more specifically, the demand line represents the trend balancing point of demand. So wherever price is in time, and wherever the line is, the demand line is located, that's the balancing point of the trend as far as people looking to buy this commodity or demand. And in reverse, okay, this supply line represents the balancing point of those people looking to sell this particular commodity on this particular timeline on the 4-hour chart. Okay, so we have our balancing point for our demand line and our balancing point for our supply line. Okay. Now, when the line is going up, that shows our level of rising demand. Okay. So right now, demand is rising as long as we're here. If we should get a close above demand, that means supply has overwhelmed demand, and the balance of the supply-demand trend has been tipped. Now, the balance of the supply-demand, once that's tipped, price must follow, because it's all based on volume, and therefore price must follow. And in the same way, when price breaks above the supply line, that means that that means that demand has overwhelmed supply, and now demand is in charge. Okay, now we know what supply and demand is. We've seen how demand is the people looking to buy a particular commodity or market, and the line represents the balancing point of the people looking to buy. And we've talked about how the supply line represents people looking to sell, and how that this is the line is the balancing point of people looking to sell. And we talked about how if price falls below the demand line, that tells us that supply or people looking to sell, there are more people looking to sell, and they have swamped or overwhelmed the people on the demand or people looking to buy. So when you have more sellers than buyers, okay, then price should continue down. And we talked about how when price is above this line, that means there are more people looking to buy than there is supply available. And so what happens when there's more people to buy something than there are people willing to sell something, and then so price must go up. And so we're going to cap it, this section at that, and we discuss what is supply and demand. And I'll see you in next section, section 3 on supply and demand.